1894 Cowboy Limited. So the 1894s are lever action guns. This one is in .44 Magnum. I have never fired a pistol caliber lever action gun before. The Cowboy Limited is differentiated by a slightly longer barrel. Let's go ahead and get a look at the markings here. So you see 1894 Cowboy Limited. It's got that great octagonal barrel, nice bead front sight. We'll just go ahead and get it loaded up with some Hornady lever action. This is nice because they have these polymer tips on the tip of the bullet so that you can load them into a tube-fed magazine and the recoil isn't going to cause anything catastrophic to happen in the tube magazine. You have to be careful with lever actions because you can't load like Spitzer loads in them, for example, because again, they can jar against each other and yeah, bad things happen. So that's just something to kind of know about. Let's go ahead and get a round chambered. We are already on safe, obviously. We'll get another one in there. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna take a couple of shots each. We have some targets downrange, and like I said, I've never shot one of these before. I'm really excited to do so. So let's get it done. At this point, all I could say to camera was, that was awesome. That was awesome. All right, Gavin, when you're ready, let's go ahead and get her done. Whenever you're ready.
That was pretty sweet.
Yeah, the only thing bad about it is now I want to buy it. All right, Lauren, you ready? You look like a cowgirl. Oh my God.
I think I got it.
I think you got it. So what are my final thoughts about the 1894 Cowboy Limited? Well, if you didn't guess from the part of the video where I said my only problem is now I want to buy it, let me just go ahead and break the tension. I was super impressed with this gun. You know, I had heard, as I mentioned earlier in the video, I had never shot a lever action pistol caliber carbine before. And you know, let's face it, .44 Magnum is kind of the big daddy of all of these. And I was actually told and sort of led to believe that the recoil on this would be, you know, kind of spank you. Honestly, I thought it was really, really controllable. I thought it was very pleasant to shoot. I think there's an interesting ratio between how pleasant it was to shoot on this end versus the absolute terminal performance that we saw on the other end. I mean, that .44 Magnum round went down and just spanked some of those targets. I'm super impressed with it. Like I said, I couldn't like it any more than I do. I do find, for those of you that may not be familiar with these, that at least in this particular version, or this particular sample, that the lever itself, it likes to be run a little hard. I noticed that during some of the cycling, both on and off camera, if you try and move it through gingerly, when you're actually chambering around, it tends to not want to cooperate as much as if you just keep that lever moving at a pretty good clip. So that's number one. Number two, I understand that these are really popular for like silhouette shooting, and especially in .38 caliber, they're supposed to be almost recoilless. I can see that based upon this gun in .44 caliber. I want to give a bit of a shout out to the Marlin Firearms Forum, or Marlin Owners they call it. I joined that forum just to get information about this gun, and people there were really, really helpful, and I appreciate that. I also want to thank my shooters, my son Gavin, who you may have seen in other videos, and then Lauren, who, she's not my daughter, but she's like my daughter. Both of them were really great and super helpful, so thanks to them. Hey, this is Jerry Nines. thanking you for spending some time with me. As always, hey, if you want to like and subscribe down below, there's some other ways you can support the channel. And we have some more and exciting stuff coming up. We have a new Smith & Wesson revolver that we're going to show, and maybe I'll put that video here when we get the chance to do so. Thanks for watching. Thanks for spending the time. And as always, God bless America.